Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Leah Turner.
Hi, guys.
Okay, I am so excited to talk to you. You have an amazing voice, and I have been addicted to watching all of your videos, and I've been playing them in my house for my kids. Um,
Yay.
you have a new song coming out on November 20th called Cowboys Love.
I do. It'll debut on CMT November 20th, and then I'll be in the Country Weekly, the November issue of Country Weekly. I believe it hits the stands the 13th of November.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
we flew out, Country Weekly flew out a photographer to get behind the scenes of the actual video that was shot at my dad's roping partner's ranch. So that was a lot of fun to be able to be in California and, riding our horses and stuff.
Oh, that sounds like a blast. Now, do you come to California a lot?
I haven't been as much as I would like. In the last couple of months, I have been out there quite a few. I have a publishing deal with Warner Chappell and This Music, so they've flown me out there to write for a week, and then I had the video shoot, and then I had some media stuff to do out there. So in the last couple of months, I've been out there more than I have probably in about a year and a half.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, your dad must have been really excited to be a part of this and the video experience. What was that like for both of you together?
It was great. My mom and my dad were there, and then, my dad's roping partner and his wife and daughter were there. And, they've known me since I was, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. So to actually see all of this stuff come to fruition, it was really exciting for everyone. And at the end of the video, you'll see they are actually around the campfire with us, and my dad's in there, and my dad's roping partner and his wife and their daughter are in there. So it was just a cool experience, and they'll be able to see themselves on TV.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, and those are memories that are going to last a lifetime, and they're just probably so proud of you, and they're going to be so excited, and they're going to share it with everybody. So
yeah, it'll be fun. And when we were making the video, I drove my dad's truck in it, and drew his championship saddle in the back of the truck, which you'll see. I think it's even in the trailer that is out already, or the little teaser that you'll see me throwing his saddle that he won in the back of the truck. And so it's cool just to have little sprinkles of, my real cowboy upbringing throughout the video.
Right. Oh, that sounds like you just had a blast. Now, you have a record deal with Columbia, Nashville, and you signed this 2 days after your a day after your 26th birthday, correct?
Actually, I signed it on my 26th birthday.
On your 20? Oh my gosh. Okay, so
yeah.
That must have been one of the greatest feelings, greatest birthdays ever. How was that?
It was. I mean, that was 2 years ago, so it was really exciting. You worked so hard to be able to see this dream, come true. And I mean, I literally had just moved here to Nashville. Within the first 3 months, I got signed, living here. And that's just a testament to, when God's hands in something, they don't call it God's feet for no reason,
Right.
So it was an awesome experience. Jim Catino gave me an amazing opportunity. My first single, Take the Keys, went top 40, and that garnered me a place on the Brad Paisley tour. We did 60 dates with Randy Houser and Charlie Worsham, and that was just unbelievable to be able for somebody of Brad's caliber to take a chance on me. And it was just really an incredible year. And after that Brad Paisley tour ended last year in October, I really just spent the last year getting new music together and really honing in on what I want to say and what I would a different place that I am now than I was last year. And I've been writing with a guy named Nico Moon, and he co-wrote all of Jack Brown's Jekyll and Hyde record, the current one that's out now.
Yeah.
I co-wrote with him for about the last 9 months, and then also with a man named Tim Nichols, who is just a legendary songwriter. He's won a couple Grammys. He wrote "Live Like You Were Dying" for Tim McGraw, "Cowboys and Angels" for Dustin Lynch.
Some really, top songs.
Yeah, and really, what I love about Tim is he's really great at garnering that staple song that can make your career. Like he wrote Heads, the Jody Messina song. I just can't remember. Heads Carolina, Tails California.
Right.
He wrote that for her, and that's one of her biggest, one of her staple songs. And so it was quite an honor to be able to write with him and "Live Like You Were Dying." It's Tim McGraw's big song.
That is a huge song. I hear it all the time, every day.
Yeah, so it was really awesome to be with them and co-write all these songs. And now we have a video, and we're going to just release it to CNT first and the Country Weekly and some of the more TV outlets, and put it up on iTunes, and then we'll start streaming it when the new year comes.
Oh, that's great. So you're going to be quite busy coming up, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be fun, and it's a blessing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So can we look forward to a full-length album from you soon?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's so different nowadays with people buying records. It's really a single format that we're in now, So a lot of times you pick, you write. I mean, I probably wrote in the last 8 months, I would say. I mean, I wrote every day. So, I mean, I don't even know, but, let's say 100 songs,
Wow.
And you pick, your 12 favorite, and then your best 5 out of those 12. And so then, because we are in a singles market, you can put out a 5-song EP, and those can be your 1, 2, 3, 4, God willing, 5th single. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right there. And then once your 3rd single starts really going off that EP, then you release a full record. So right now, we're just focusing on Cowboys Love and really honing in on that, cowgirl side of me.
Right.
And we've got a few other things in the chamber that will follow that. That we'll be releasing, but just really want to get the traction back up with Cowboys Love.
Absolutely. Now, you also have another song that I absolutely love, and I don't know what the story behind it is, but I just fell in love with it, and it's your song "Finger." And
oh yeah.
Because so many artists write about personal experiences, and I don't know if that was a personal experience song for you, but it seems to me that these days everybody either knows somebody who's been through that or knows somebody who has a friend who's been through a situation like that. So what was your experience behind that song?
Well, I was engaged, and just saw some stuff on Facebook, and it was just a tumultuous relationship. And so I actually left the ring and moved to Nashville and got signed 3 months later. So it was a true story. We were going to be married 4 months after. We were getting married in 4 months when I left the ring and gave him my finger.
Wow. Well,
that was a very true story.
I applaud you for being able to have the courage to write a song about it. You hear about it all the time, but you never know when you're listening to a song if, there was an actual story behind it. And so I'm very excited that it went the way that it went for you and that you realized your blessings. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. I do have to say.
And he did, and he married the girl, I think, I want to say that 6 months after I left, and I found out on Instagram that he was married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, when you're together for so long, you follow friends on Instagram. And so one of his best friends I still followed on Instagram. Because I don't think to go in and, delete everyone. Like, I wasn't, that angry, like, whatever, And I was like, oh my God, it's so funny. I screenshotted it, and because I left the ring, and it was a beautiful ring, so of course I screenshotted it and zoomed in to make sure he didn't recycle the ring, but I couldn't tell.
Oh my gosh! And you know what? It's really sad though, because that does happen. That absolutely does happen. So, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, there's another fun thing I really have to ask you, because I asked the Swan Brothers and I asked everybody. I asked Nick Sturms. Everybody's talked about it. When you go on tour with Brad Paisley, that man is known for pranks. He is like the god of pranking. So did he ever catch you with a prank?
You know, it was really funny. Tour, like everybody else was pranking, and he was like pranking like on his big screen. Like he would turn DJ Silver into this really fat girl with a bathing suit on, and like, you know, did all these really fun things on his big screen behind songs, you know, and but he didn't do the pranks that like we were all prepared. But on the last night of tour, we, you know, Randy's whole team, they we all pranked each other. And Randy, I did a cover of Cowboy Take Me Away by the Dixie Chicks. And so I'm sitting there, you know, it was just me and my guitar and my band behind me, but I started it out just me acoustic with my guitar. And all of a sudden, all these cowboys walked out on stage, which was Randy and his whole band, took my guitar off, picked me up, and carried me off stage. While I'm, like, singing, they turned my drummer around. Like, they did all this, unplugged our amps. Like, we were going, what is going on?
Oh, my gosh, that's funny.
That was fun. You know, we left a bunch of fake, you know, like that fake poop that you can put, that looks real, you know, like, we left a bunch of that in Randy's bus, and then left my bulldog Diesel in there with a note that around his that said, "I'm sorry, I just had to go." And it was like everywhere, like all over the floor, all in their bunks.
Oh my gosh.
What is going on? So we, you know, we did a bunch of fun things, but Brad, you know, what really stuck out to me with Brad and his team is he really gave us the best shot. You know, he allowed us to have the whole entire stage. He allowed us to use the big screens. He allowed us, you know, when it was dark enough, he allowed us to use his lights. We used his monitors, his sound people. The catering was awesome.
Wow.
He really took us on some amazing, like we got to see Air Force One on the last day of the tour. We had a private tour of Air Force One. You know, he rented out like race car things for us and had like catered food, and we just raced all night until the wee hours, rented out movie theaters, and it was just all of us in there, all on him. Like, just he was really a class act, and something that I would love to, you know, when I become headlining and have opening acts, you know, model on how I treat them after how he treated me.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful to hear, because, you know, I always hear wonderful things about Brad, but nobody's gone into that much detail with me on just what a true stand-up guy he is as far as that goes. And that makes me really happy to hear. And I'm so glad you got to have that experience, because when you have experiences like that, it helps you, you know, realize that that's how you want to treat people who were in your situation. So that's really cool.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's awesome. Now, have you guys stayed in touch at all, or no?
You know, Brad, I mean, I think what is also really great is, you know, I was the only girl on tour, and so I think he was very protectant of, you know how media gets, and you see somebody, you know, so we never, we talked and hung out and we're like fun, you know what I mean? But I think it would be, he's a married man with kids, you know what I mean? And so he's very protective and respectful of that, which I admire, because I would want my husband, you know, or boyfriend or whatever to be that way as well. So, but I do keep in touch with, you know, his tour manager and, you know, his crew. We actually went to a Titans game, you know, things like that. So we're still like in with the camp. But he's just, you know, he's a great guy and keeps to himself, really.
Definitely. Yeah. There's the personal. I'm at home with my family, Brad. Yeah. And I think that's so smart of all musicians. When they're able to do that, just in general with any person who's in the limelight, you know, in the spotlight. So I think that's great. But I am so excited for everything you have going. And you mentioned your dog, Diesel. He is the cutest bulldog I have ever seen. And you have a video of him with an outfit on, dressed in his Sunday best.
Yeah, well, I was cleaning up my closet, and I was like, where did I even get this jacket? Like, oh, my gosh. So I was like, oh, Diesel has a new jacket. So we put it on, and, you know, it was Sunday morning, and he was not into it. Like, he was so embarrassed, was just like, this is not my style. You know, it was the cutest
video I think I've seen of a dog wearing clothes, because he literally looked so mortified. It was
Yeah,
great.
he was like, this is not awesome. This is not my style. Like, I am more of a denim jacket guy. Like, he was not into it.
Right. Right. Now, do you take him on the road with you when you go places, or do you have somebody watch him? I like to ask these things.
Yeah, no, I do when I'm on a bus. But like if we have fly dates, he can't fly. You know, bulldog.
Right.
Anyone with a short, like pugs or boxers, bulldogs,
Oh.
like that. They can't fly. I mean, they can fly, but they'd rather airlines rather than not fly.
Right.
So,
right.
So I don't take him. And plus, he's 65 pounds. It's like you need a seat for him.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Because you don't want him to be under the plane. So.
No. So that type of thing. I mean, he's so big. When he sits in the front seat of my car, it's like dinging to let you know to put your seatbelt on because there's sensors in the car to like let you know if no one's in there that it triggers the weight. It's like there's a small child in the front that's like, seatbelt on this guy, and it's diesel. So he just can't be picked up and flown on an airplane. But if I have a bus, I do take him with me.
Oh, well, that's great. And I'm sure he likes that. And he was in one of your music videos on the beach.
He was. He was in music video, and then he also was brought out on stage when we played in Georgia.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Bulldogs. So, and he was such a ham, like everybody was going crazy, and he was like walking down, the T, talking to everyone. And then he was also in People magazine because they did a tour diary on me on the Brad Paisley tour. So he was in that, and he thinks he's famous, and shouldn't have to listen. Right.
Shouldn't have to listen. Shouldn't have to wear clothes he doesn't want to wear.
Yeah, exactly. I'm famous. Where's my stylist?
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I am so excited about everything that you've had going on. I can't wait for your new release to be out. I know I've seen the teasers. So we're going to be watching for that. We'll be promoting you definitely on all of this. And thank you so much for taking the time. I can't wait to make it back out to Nashville. So as soon as I get back out to Nashville, we're going to, after your release, we're going to have to do an on-camera interview.
I would love that.
That would be so much fun. You have to bring Diesel. That would be great.
Absolutely. He's crazy. But thank you so much for your time, and please let us know when you're here in Nashville. And
absolutely.
Look forward to another interview.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and you have an amazing day, and just keep up the great work. We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.